Hello, Namaste, beautiful humans. Welcome to today's morning practice. Just a short and sweet little sequence to wake up the body, connect to the breath, connect to ourselves before moving on to the rest of our days. So let's start by closing down the eyes. Just begin to soften the face. You can have your palms on the knees facing up if you'd like to receive a little bit of energy from the universe today, or facing down on the knees to ground down into the earth and into your being. Start tracing the breath in and out of the body, through the nose. Coming into this present moment, not worrying about your to-do list or what you're going to be doing after this practice. Taking these next 15 minutes or so for yourself. Maybe thinking of something you're grateful here in this moment. And giving thanks. No matter how small, no matter how big. Gratitude's a really beautiful thing to practice in the mornings. I'm so grateful for this beautiful weather and grateful to be sharing this practice with you today from Lake Karapiro in my hometown, New Zealand. Bringing your hands to heart center in Anjali Mudra now. Pressing those hands firmly together and then into the sternum. Opening up the heart just slightly, shoulders away from the ears. Let's take a big inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. We'll begin today's practice by chanting a single Om. So inhaling for Om now. Blinking open the eyes if they're not already. We are going to bring the left palm down onto the ground now. Start moving the body. Inhale, right arm reaches up and overhead. You can energetically pull that left palm towards the body as you're reaching outwards with that right palm. Opening up the heart slightly. So right shoulder pulling back just a little bit. Exhale, back through center. Right palm coming onto the mat. Inhale, left palm overhead, reaching out, energetically pulling that right palm in towards you, opening up the heart slightly. And let's just begin to move with the breath now. So inhale, exhale. Right palm comes overhead. Inhale back through center. Exhale. Left palm comes overhead. Keeping that core engaged. Keeping that face soft. Just continue moving with the breath. Finding a little bit of fluidity as we wake up the body. One more time on either side, and then we're going to meet back in center, bending those elbows and bringing the palms onto the shoulders. Let's just begin to rotate the shoulders forward, keeping that core engaged. So focusing on lengthening the spine here as well. And bringing a little bit of awareness to every pose. Let's rotate backwards now. Opening the heart, opening the chest. You can bring a little bit of spine movement as well. So moving the shoulders and the spine as if you would a cat-cow. And releasing here. Let's just warming up the wrists as well. So bring your left palm and just pull those left fingertips back towards you slightly. It doesn't have to be a lot. Rotating the right wrist as you release. And over to the left side, left fingertips pulling towards you. Should feel a pretty good stretch in the fingertips and in the forearm here as well. Exhale, release as you rotate that wrist. Then just do the thumbs because we don't want to forget about our thumbs. Moving over to the other side. So underrated. I feel like it just feels incredible. And release. Coming over into tabletop now. So you can have your toes tucked or untucked. If you have them tucked, it protects those knees just a little bit more. If you have them untucked, you can kind of feel you're more on the knees. So it's really up to you. But having those shoulders over the wrists, fingertips are wide, let's begin to cat-cow the body. So inhale, arching the back, and then exhale, rounding away, pressing away from the mat. Tucking in the belly. Inhale, opening up the chest, and then exhale, pressing away. Moving with the breath. Then finding a little bit of fluidity here. You can create some circles with the hips to move into anywhere where you're feeling a little bit of resistance and tension today. I always like to create circles with the hips here. Moving into the right side and the left side of the hips. And when you're ready, we're going to tuck those toes under. Inhale and exhale, pressing up into downward facing dog. Just begin to walk out the feet here. Shoulders are away from the ears. You can even bend your knees a lot here. So we're really not focusing on lengthening the legs, we're focusing on lengthening the spine. So even try to bend your knees a lot, reaching out of the mat here, pressing underneath the knuckles, reaching those elbows back, core engaged. Imagine someone's lifting you up from your tailbone here. Then finding a little bit of stillness. Staying with the breath. Inhale. And then as you exhale, we're just going to take a big step forward, one with the right foot, one with the left. Then your toes come as wide as the mat. Inhale. We're going to exhale, bring the left palm to the outside of the right shin for a twist here. So really pressing firmly out of the right hand, looking underneath the armpit or just down towards the mat. You can bend that left elbow if you like to go a little bit deeper. Stay here for a couple more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, release. Left palm comes down. Right palm this time comes to the outside of the left shin. Looking underneath the elbow or down towards the mat, pressing firmly into the under knuckles of the left hand. Bending that right elbow if you like to go a little bit deeper. Keeping that core engaged. Big belly breaths. Inhaling and exhale, release. This time we're just going to slowly walking all the way up, moving into the legs, taking about 4 or 6 steps, meeting at the top of our mats. And coming into ragdoll here. So bring your hands to either elbows. You can move the hips again side to side. You can pulse the body up and down. Coming back to the breath. And bringing the palms onto the ground here. Bring the right palm to the center of the mat. Bend that right knee and inhale. For a twist, left arm reaches up towards the sky. You can also bring that left arm, palm, onto the lower back as well and open up that left shoulder. Inhale, exhale, release. This time, bending that left knee slightly. Inhale, right arm reaches up towards the sky. You can bring the right palm onto the lower back here and really feel your heart opening. Inhale, exhale, release. Inhale, bending the knees, reaching all the way up. Hasta Uttanasana, open up that heart, arching the back slightly. Exhale, hands to heart center. Open up those palms, drop them down by your sides, facing up. Coming back to another point of gratitude here perhaps. Something else you're grateful for. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bringing hands to your heart center again, bending those knees. Inhale, reaching up, opening the heart. Exhale, diving forward. Padastasana. Inhale, lengthening the spine, halfway lift. Exhale. This time we're going to take a big step back with the right foot, dropping the knee down. Inhale, rising up. Ashwasanchalanasana, low lunge. Also known as horse riding pose in Hatha Yoga. Keeping those hips squared here, facing forwards, engaging that core. Inhale, exhale, reaching forward and down. Take a big step back with the left foot, plank pose, Santalanasana. Keeping that core engaged, opening the chest here. Inhale, exhale, knees, chest, chin, come to the ground for Ashtanga Namaskar. Keeping that booty up towards the sky. Inhale, toes sliding forward, Bhujangasana, lifting up. Keeping those elbows tucked in, pressing into the tops of the feet. Exhale, coming through the knees, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg reaches up. Exhale, big step up to the top of the mat, dropping that left knee down this time. Inhale, arms reaching up, tuck that pelvis bone under slightly. Exhale, reaching forward and down, lifting that back knee off the ground, taking a big step up. Left foot meets the right, Padastasana, forward fold. Inhale, arms reaching all the way up, slight back bend, opening that heart. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll move over now to the left side straight away. Inhale, arms reaching up. Exhale, hinging from the hips, forward fold. Inhale, lengthening that spine. Exhale, palms come down, big step back with the left foot this time, dropping the left knee. Inhale, arms rising up. Ashwasanchalanasana. If you like, you can cactus those arms a little bit or bringing those palms wider if you're feeling a little bit restricted in the upper body. I love to cactus the arms. You can really feel your chest opening here. Keeping those hips squared. Exhale, reaching forward and down. Exhale, big step back, plank, Santalanasana, core engaged. Inhale here. Exhale, Ashtanga Namaskar. Knees, chest and chin coming down. Keep toes. Inhale, sliding the body forward, opening into Bhujangasana. So just a baby cobra here. If you like, you can just lift off the palms and really engage those muscles in the back. Inhale, exhale, release. Coming back into downward facing dog. Take a breath here, inhale, exhale out the mouth. Inhale, left leg rises up. Exhale, big step up. In between the palms, dropping the right knee down. Inhale, rising up with the arms. Keep that pelvis tucked under. Inhale, exhale, reaching forward and down, lifting up that back leg. Big step up in between the palms. Padastasana, forward fold. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands to heart center. From here, just drop the palms down. We're going to come into Malasana, a yogi squat. So just bring the legs as wide as the mat. Inhale and then exhale. Shift that booty back slowly, coming down and down into Malasana. You don't have to have your heels touching the ground. You can actually have your heels up. It's totally fine. You can also be up on a couple of blocks or on a couple of cushions, whatever feels good for you. But otherwise, pretty much your feet as wide as the yoga mat is a really good place to start, and then having your toes pointing outwards. So we're going to bring the hands into Anjali Mudra at the heart center pretty much. And then if you like, you can use your elbows, not on the knees, but on the insides of the thighs to create a little bit of resistance and really pressing firmly outwards to open up that heart slightly and open up the hips. Close down the eyes here. Feel your chest opening. So rather than sinking and rounding forward, we want to be nice and open. That's why even coming up onto those tippy toes and lifting up the heels might actually be really good, because you can create a little bit of extra space for yourself. And just staying with the breath. You can shift your hips side to side here if you like. I feel like it feels really nice. Stay here for a couple more breaths. Blinking open the eyes if they're not already. Inhale, reach those arms forward. And as you reach your arms forward, shift that booty back. So you're going to slowly, slowly, slowly come down into a seated position. Extend those legs out in front of you. And then from here, engaging that core, we're just going to slowly come all the way down. So still reaching forward, engaging that core all the way down onto the back. From here, we're going to do a final twist. So inhale, shift those hips over towards the right. Right knee comes on top of the left. Bring that right arm out into a cactus, or creating a T with the arms almost. And then exhale, just dropping the knees over to the left side. You can use that left palm onto the outside of the right thigh to create a little bit of resistance here. But try to keep both the shoulders onto the mat. Take some deep belly breaths. One more inhale. Exhale. Release. Coming back through center. This time we're going to lift the hips up over to the right. Over to the left. Left knee comes over top of the right. Inhale. And then exhale, shifting those knees over to the right side. Maybe your right palm comes to the outside of the left thigh to help you twist a little bit more. Perhaps your shoulders will come off the mat. It's absolutely totally fine as well. Deep, loving belly breaths. It's really good for your digestive system to breathe deep when we're doing twists. One more inhale and exhale. Release. So you can come into Shavasana now, but because it's probably the start of the day, I would like you to roll over onto one side, keeping your eyes closed. Inhale, and then exhale, coming up into a seated position. I have grass all over me. All right. So comfortable seated position wherever you are. Relax the face again if you want to have your palms facing up, receiving energy. Ready for a beautiful day ahead. Let's just connect to the breath again for a few moments. Enjoying the space of in-between and stillness before you continue on with your day. Thank yourself for showing up here this morning. It's often the hardest part is just getting on our mat, but I feel, in my opinion, we never ever regret it. Inhale, we're going to reach the arms all the way out and up. Exhale through heart center for one. And do this 2 more times together. Inhale, arms wide and up overhead. Exhale through heart center. One more time. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale. Hands at your heart center. And bringing your hands to your third eye now. Bowing forward. Namaste. Thank you for joining me this morning for this short and sweet morning sequence in a really beautiful spot. This is just outside of my hometown, and I feel really grateful to be sharing this beautiful view with you in a little short practice. I feel I'm definitely going to be sharing some more practices on my YouTube channel. I do have an online yoga membership where I share longer classes and meditations. We have monthly gatherings. There's a book library. Off the mat workshops and classes. It's really fun to share inside there, but then I also want to be able to reach everyone and share the medicine that is yoga as well through this YouTube channel that I have. So yeah, grateful for you for joining me today. I hope you have a beautiful day and sending you lots of love. Om Namah Shivaya.